Hello everyone, welcome. I pushed my bird's cage closer so she will be a little bit more high up, but now you can see her when she sits there. So we'll keep it for now and hope you had a wonderful Monday, even though Mondays are not amazing, but it is Monday evening. It is a beautiful sunset outside after a long rain. Did you have a long rain? I certainly did. And I got all wet, just soaked. But I just took a shower and felt great. All right. So we're just going to sit in a comfortable position. Today, instead of an easy pose, I will be using a block under my pelvis, under my hip joints to elevate the hip joints, and it will be a hero pose. So I'm going to move to the side so I will show you that my hips are elevated and are able to touch the heels. There we go. Feeling comfortable, maybe use a blanket, maybe a block, maybe two blocks to spread around to find a comfortable seat. So our spines are nice and straight. Shoulders are away from the ears. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Placing one hand on the chest and one hand on the belly. Feeling the air traveling through the lungs toward the belly, inflating the belly. And nice exhale, letting it all go. Relaxing the facial muscles, the jaws. Checking with our neck, checking with our shoulders again. Checking with our spine, noticing, just taking stock, just having it on the list. We don't have to do anything about it. Checking the upper body, middle, and lower. Moving toward our hips, our pelvic muscles. Just noticing what we might need to work on today a bit more. Moving down our legs toward the toes. Checking the hands, the wrists. Noticing if there's any tension there. And let's begin our head to toe joint mobility. So we will start with our wrist. We will extend our arms, lower to the sides, and on each inhale, we will start lifting our straight arms up slowly, and at the same time, we can rotate our wrists. Nice deep inhale and exhale, rotating in the opposite direction and slowly lowering the arms. Inhale, changing the rotation. We can do a small fist, very slight, without making anything pinch. Thumb goes on the outside. And one more. Switch the direction of the wrist rotation. Inhale, standing hands up. And switching the rotation. Exhale, lowering the arms. Beautiful. And now we will do some pendulum motions with our necks. So we'll look toward the right and inhale here, looking toward the side. And exhale, slow rotation downward and to the other side, toward the left. Inhale, looking to the left. And a pendulum motion. Exhale down and to the side. Exhale down and to the side. Inhale. And exhale down and to the side. One more time. Inhale and exhale downward and to the side. Inhale and exhale down and to the side. And release. And now I want us to do a very small motion. So I will turn to the side again. I'll keep my hair up so you can see it. So spine is straight and it's quite a small movement. So if we touch our chin with our pointing finger, it's a very small motion, chin tuck. So I am extending, it's like I'm pretending to be a duck or a pigeon when they walk. If you noticed, they do this type of motion. I'm trying to exaggerate it, but it's a very small motion. So just the chin is tucked back and then forward, and back and then forward. Good job. And release and relax. And now we will just do the shoulder motion going in one direction. Seems like you can see me okay from the side view. Both shoulders. And one more time. And we will switch direction and go in the opposite direction. Start small and then breathing in and out gently, not forcing anything. We can extend the circle. And one last time, just to have a proud chest, roll the shoulders back so that our chest is nice and proud. And now we can check with our spine again that we're sitting nice and tall. And bring one arm up, bend the elbow, and you can see that my palm is going behind my head. So I'm trying to reach just the nape of my neck. You can always rest it on top of the head if otherwise it seems like too much of a stretch. But make sure that you're pushing the elbow back. So we're not doing this, but instead you can check yourself in the mirror even that we're extending the elbow back. The other hand can help. So we're not pushing anything. The other hand can just rest on the elbow. Help us with a stretch. We're breathing through the whole stretch. So this should be a comfortable stretch, not 100%, just 80. And then we're switching the other hand. I'll switch positions so you can see me better. The other hand now tries to touch the neck. And you can see me from a different angle. I'm just touching the elbow with the other hand, breathing in and out, feeling a stretch. And now we can either use a strap and check where we can reach both our hands. So we will be switching the hands, starting with the right, reaching it behind, trying to touch the spine, the middle of our backs. I'm giving myself a strap back there. So I'm turning so you can see me, hopefully. And with the strap, I'm either helping myself reach with the other hand, or without a strap, I'm trying to see where my fingers are at. Maybe they're touching. Maybe I can touch the palms together. And then we're switching the hands, going in the opposite direction once again, either with a strap, helping ourselves. If we can feel the difference here, or just reaching and trying to touch the fingertips, noticing if and what difference there is between the right and left sides, and releasing the hands. Beautiful work, everyone. I'm switching the position I'm sitting in just so that we're not sitting in the same position for prolonged periods of time and we're comfortable. So shaking the hands after this nice stretch. And now we can do some waking up the torso exercises. So let's start with pretending that there's a huge bowl of soup in front of us, or a cauldron perhaps. Maybe it will be a cauldron for Halloween. And we're holding a big spoon. So I'm interlacing my fingers and holding a big spoon. My arms are straight in front of me. And I'm starting to stir that soup. Go in any direction. Slowly stirring more and more, reaching toward each edge. Inhale towards and exhale away. And let's switch the direction in which we stir the soup. Inhale toward our torso and exhale away. Beautiful. And release the spoon, shake off. Wonderful. Now let's bring one hand up. You can either touch the shoulder, other hand goes on the floor on the mat, and with a side bend and come back. We'll do the same side. Option for the hand to go up all the way. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, return. And one more time, one last time. Exhale, side bend. And we'll stay here for one full breath. Checking with ourselves that we're not leaning forward and not collapsing backward. And release. Nice deep inhale and exhale here in the center. And we'll do it on the other side. So option 1, fingers touching the shoulder. Option 2, extending the arm all the way, returning back, and one last time, exhale, bend, and staying here in this stretch for one full breath. Wonderful, and release. Now we'll do some twists. So I'm going to be turning to the right, my right. We will bring one arm, right arm back, left arm staying on right knee, and turning our head first, and then torso follows. Staying here for full breath and release. Let's do the other side. So we're going to the left now. So right arm is touching left knee, left hand is going behind and following our head, turning to the left. Staying here for a nice full breath. And return. Let's do it one more time on each side. Going at your own pace. Following your own breath. Beautiful. And return. Now we can extend the legs. Trying something different. So we can extend both legs. You can, if you can do the splits, welcome to do the splits. Choose an angle. It can be here, it can be here. Choose whichever works for you today. Using a belt or a strap or a scarf or of any sort, we can hook it over our leg. One leg, doesn't matter which one. And then do a side bend, moving toward the leg. And release. One more time, once again, it's obviously our spine should be straight. And bend. One last. Exhale and side bend and release. You will feel a stretch in the back of the thighs, sides as well. Looking up to the other leg now. And if you can't touch the toes, then you don't need the belt or a scarf. And inhaling here, going toward the other side. And release. Inhale, exhale, the side bend, and release. Last one. And release. Unhook the belt. And now we'll just do a forward fold with a belt as well. So at first, yes, we will prepare with a belt already. Or if you're comfortable touching the toes from this position, you don't need the belt. First, I want you just to hinge at the hips as far as it is possible without any pinching, any pain. So you will see that for me, it's not very far. Spine is straight, so we're not rounding. And we're just, with a straight spine, we're hinging at the hips. So checking yourself, maybe in the mirror. And we're not trying to reach our toes necessarily. We're just trying to hinge at the hips as far as possible with a straight spine. and feel the hamstrings. Definitely the hamstrings are telling me that they're having a nice stretch. And release back. And now breathing through the whole stretch. That's why we need a comfortable stretch so we can still breathe nice and deep. And now we can hinge at the hips and allow ourselves to round the spine. Maybe even touch our shoulders or continue touching the belt, leaning closer. Melting into the stretch. And release, slowly return back. And let's go on our backs here with our knees bent. We'll do some windshield wipers. So it doesn't matter if we reach the mat or not, just the movement of massaging the lower back, massaging the pelvis, back of the pelvis. Just bringing your both knees to the right and to the left. Inhale and exhale. And return to center. Spine is nice and relaxed on the mat, on the floor. And we will bring one knee on top of the other for the figure 4 stretch. And option to stay here. Or bring the leg about 90 degrees and even touch the back of the thigh or even the shin. So choose an option that gives you the optimal amount of stretch, not too much and not too little. And remember that feet are engaged, so we're not pointing our toes, both feet are engaged. Breathing in and out through the nose for about 3 breaths total. And release. We'll switch the sides once again. Just notice if one side feels different from another. So we're threading the figure 4. We're threading our hands behind the thigh if this is something that we feel good about. And either touching the shin or staying here. 3 full breaths. And release. Beautiful. And now for the relaxation option, we can stay with our knees bent. Palms of the hands can be down or up. Straight arms. Or we can extend the legs. And find a nice and relaxing position. Using any pillow, any blanket, just making ourselves comfortable. And if all else fails, but you know you feel the comfiest on the side, just lie down on your side. And we will do a nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale, feel the oxygen enter and travel through the lungs, through the diaphragm, through the belly. And exhale, release any fatigue, release any tension. One more time. Inhale. Let the relaxation travel through the limbs. And exhale through the mouth, letting go of everything that doesn't serve us today. We'll do a quick scan, starting with our toes. Inhale, feeling the warmth, the relaxation melting into our toes, into the whole of our foot, into our heels, traveling toward our ankles. The fatigue is melting away with each exhale. The warmth and relaxation is traveling through our muscles of our legs, toward our knees. With each exhale, relaxation is deepening. Traveling toward our pelvic muscles, toward our glutes. Relaxing the muscles with each exhale. Traveling further up through our lower back, toward our middle back, our inner organs, toward our chest, all the way up our spine, toward our shoulders, from our fingertips toward our elbows, relaxing our hand muscles, all the tiny muscles in our fingers, our arm muscles. From our shoulders, we're moving up our necks, relaxing our neck muscles, feeling the release in our joints. Relaxing our head, feeling release in the muscles of our face, especially in our forehead and our jaw muscles. And staying focused on our breath. For 5 full breaths in and out. Feeling in present moment, using our breath as an anchor. Let any distractions, any noises pass through as waves. On the next inhale, we can start wiggling our toes and our fingers. Shifting our feet toward the right and toward the left. Bringing our knees bent up. Couple more windshield wipers, bringing knees toward the right and toward the left. And when we're ready, we're slowly rotating toward one side. And on the next inhale, bringing ourselves into a seated position. And we will finish today's practice with a nice self-hug. So bring the arms straight to the sides. Inhale and self-hug. Staying here for about 6 seconds. Thanking ourselves for this practice, thanking our bodies for today, for all the hard work, thanking our mind for all it is doing for us, and staying focused for long periods of time, and release. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. As usual, my bird fell asleep. And if you have any questions, anything you want to say, feel free to either contact me directly or maybe leave a comment. Don't forget to put a like if you enjoyed it. And I will see you next Monday. Thank you.